Oh my god, she took it the wrong way. I was trying to get her attention and I think I accidentally smacked her by accident. I was trying to get her attention because I was trying to talk to her about something. I'm gonna tell you right now, that was an accident. I was not intending to do that. I was trying to tell her to be quiet, but I was stressed out. My truck just broke down. I had no way of transportation.
I watch you on TikTok every day. You abuse her or this animal in any way,
Who are you?
I will go to the next step.
What's up everyone, and welcome back to another video. My name is Channing, and today we're going to be talking about a young man named Wyatt Shadows, or as I like to call him, TikTok's homeless wife beater. You see, over the past couple of months, Wyatt has been gaining a pretty hefty following on TikTok, even managing to have hundreds of viewers while live streaming from a private account, which is pretty impressive if I do say so myself. But it also begs the question, why is Wyatt so popular? Well, from crashing out on live streams and then privating or deleting his TikTok accounts to even smacking his wife across the face on camera. And the thing about Wyatt is he thinks if he just disappears from the internet or deletes his accounts, that people will just forget anything ever happened. And when I started to catch on to Wyatt's scheme a few weeks ago, I started to collect different evidence that would ultimately help put this video together. So without further ado, let's take a trip back to one of the very first videos that I personally saw from Wyatt, where he's basically publicly shaming his wife about taking a shower.
Just take your time and take a regular shower, like get everything.
And then when I
I don't want us going in there smell like.
Now, obviously, if you have a partner and they're not taking good care of themselves, that could certainly be frustrating. But I think Wyatt lacks the intelligence to understand how demeaning it is for anyone to complain about something like that on a live stream in front of almost 100 random people. And the only reason why I started with showing this video is to visually explain some of Wyatt's hypocrisy when it comes to his relationship with Stephanie. Because in one of Wyatt's next streams, you could literally see dog poop on the floor right behind him, and bro is just unfazed. My point is, one of Wyatt's biggest characteristics is being a hypocrite. In other words, it's okay if Wyatt comes home dirty and goes straight on live stream with his dirt-infested hands, but it's a problem to him if his wife hasn't showered. And this is only a glimpse into the relationship dynamic between Wyatt and Stephanie, because things quickly take a turn for the worst. You see, as Wyatt continued to stream on TikTok, he became very susceptible to trolls, and these trolls would certainly get under Wyatt's skin, ultimately creating an unhealthy atmosphere on TikTok Live where Wyatt and Stephanie would constantly argue with each other, all while the trolls would make things worse. Which brings us directly into Wyatt's biggest controversy, where he smacked his wife across the face on camera.
That's what I'm trying to say. Nah, because I hate that stuff too. Yeah, because that doing this, like putting your finger in someone's face. I'm just kidding.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I was messing with you. No, I was trying to get your attention, babe. I was trying to get your attention. Oh my god, she took it the wrong way. I was trying to get her attention and I think I accidentally smacked her by accident. I was trying to get her attention because I was trying to talk to her about something. Babe, I was trying to get your attention about something. I'm sorry. I'll let you calm down though. I'm sorry. I was trying to talk to you about something that somebody said on live. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I was just trying to do this. That's all I was trying to do.
Now obviously after this situation happened, this video would get reposted all over TikTok, which led Wyatt to turn to damage control in an attempt to clear his name, where he would post 3 separate videos trying to cling to his innocence. Well, quote-unquote innocence. And just watching Wyatt backpedal after putting his hands on his lady is something you just can't respect, because it's bad enough to put your hands on a woman, but it's a whole different level if you use that situation, manipulate it, and change the story, which is exactly what you're about to hear from Wyatt, as you can see here.
That day that happened with me and my wife, that was an accident. I'm gonna tell you right now, that was an accident. I was not intending to do that. I was trying to tell her to be quiet, but when it come down to it, my mind wasn't in the right mindset. But y'all realize how many times she has put her hands on me, damn near put me in the hospital. She's taken a claw hammer to me before. Come on now. And y'all think what I did is bad? She's hit me in my face. She's took a claw hammer. She's taken a claw hammer to me. She's hit me with shit that I never could imagine being hit with. So just one little tap on the arm versus her throwing like objects at me and trying to kill me with it. Come on now. And I'm the bad guy.
Now, after watching part 1, Wyatt says it was an accident, but I'm not sure how looking your wife in the eyes, then gritting your teeth, following that by slapping her across the face is any sort of accident. And I can't help but mention how Wyatt immediately shifts the blame not even 30 seconds into his response by saying, quote, "Do you know how many times she put her hands on me?" Which just shows Wyatt's lacking ability to take ownership for his own actions. It doesn't take away from the fact that there's a video floating around of him literally putting his hands on her. Not to mention, if Wyatt just randomly did this on a TikTok live, many people, including myself, are worried about what he'd do behind closed doors. And in part 2 of Wyatt's response, he makes things worse for himself by then saying it was a one-time thing.
Y'all got the wrong idea. Because first of all, that was one time I did that. I was stressed out, I was lacking sleep. I know it's no excuse, but still, I was stressed out. My truck just broke down. I had no way of transportation. And I was stressing about a place to live. So if y'all can please give me a little bit of space. Because y'all have no clue, not zero clue, what goes on in my life. Or in my wife's life. My wife has done more shit to me than I've ever done to her. Put together. That was only one time versus 1,000 times she's ever done shit to me. So y'all don't have a single clue.
I just find it interesting how Wyatt knows that there is no excuse for this type of behavior. However, he continues to lay down every excuse in the book. Just because you're stressed and tired doesn't give you the right to put your hands on anybody. And just to compare, for those of you who don't know, over these past 2 weeks my Google account was hacked, followed by both of my monetized YouTube channels being hacked and deleted as well. Obviously, we got the main channel back because otherwise we wouldn't be here right now. But YouTube, for some reason, couldn't save my other one. Now, in the midst of all of that stress, what I didn't do is go and smack one of my family members or become anyone else's problem. My point here is there's too many man babies running around today, like Wyatt, that will literally throw temper tantrums when things don't go their way. And Wyatt is just an example. Now, in part 3 of Wyatt's response, he says that he and his wife are going to get on camera and explain the situation. But, spoiler alert, that never happened.
Me and my wife are going to come on here and do a video. And we're going to explain to y'all what happened that day and what really goes on in our life, because y'all don't have a fucking clue what goes on in me and my wife's life. Y'all think, oh, he does this, he does that. What? No. The real truth behind our relationship, you'll find out tonight. Because I'm not the type of person you think I am. Never will be the type of person you think I am. I am a good-hearted soul. I have respect for women. I slipped up one time. Yes, I know it's not okay, but let me explain to you later on what's really going on. Because that one right there, she's going to explain to you everything she's done to me.
Now, after Wyatt's 3-part explanation, he seemed as if he thought that everyone would just forget about what he did and move on, like I said earlier, so much so to where he would even set up a GoFundMe account to support his homelessness, asking for $5,000. And this was a problem, because people on TikTok would end up sending this guy money. And this is when I started to realize that Wyatt uses different aliases online in an attempt to mask his real identity. And I'm guessing he does this so if people look him up, they won't be met with videos of him literally smacking his wife across the face. Because as you can see on this GoFundMe profile, Wyatt says his name is now Justin. But at the very bottom of the screen, you can clearly see that the GoFundMe was set up by Mr. Wyatt Shadows himself. How clever. But according to Wyatt, he doesn't beg, and he works his ass off, as you can see here.
No, I'm not begging. I don't beg. I work my ass off. I'm freaking slim freaking as far as I can go.
Now, as time continued in the Wyatt Shadows timeline, he continued to go live on TikTok, and on one of these live streams, one of Wyatt's viewers ended up contacting the local police department, where Wyatt exchanges 2 minutes of dialogue with a police officer, as you can see here.
Hold on, I got a situation under hand. Give me a second. So,
What's going on here?
I'm leaving.
Okay.
I'm done.
Okay.
She needs me. And what's going on is I have over 800 people in my life right now that can verify what she's done.
Okay.
She, today, she was supposed to be taking her medicine. I don't know where she's at. But she was supposed to be taking her medicine. And I guess whenever I told her I was officially done with her and leaving, she sat there and said, oh, well, I'm just going to go take a full anxiety pill. And she's only supposed to take half of it. Because if she takes a full one, it makes her go back straight. She didn't take it, but I had walked away because I just need to calm down. I'm not trying to. I've already been through so much shit, but mental. That's the reason why I'm leaving. But I can't. I don't want her to go. She's more welcome to stay. I don't have a problem. But as far as me being with her, it's not gonna happen. Like I said, she doesn't have to leave. I'm not forcing her to leave. She doesn't have to leave.
Anything physical happening?
No, nothing. Absolutely not. Nothing. I've been sitting here. Everybody's verified.
You didn't touch her?
No, I've never touched her. No.
Did she touch you? Anyway?
She's never touched me tonight. She did slap me the other day, but that's her problem. Yeah, I have not touched her once. I've been sitting here in my chair doing my pretty much all night. Yeah. And I just got implemented my.
How long have you guys been together?
Pretty much right at almost 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah.
You guys almost the entire time? Or?
Yeah, we was pretty much almost, I'd say from the beginning of 2023 on to now. So I really don't want to get to this point, but it's gotten to where I can't handle it anymore, and I'm moving on to it.
You been drinking tonight?
Yeah, I've been drinking.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a few beers just to ease my pain from the raving and me losing my nerves and stuff, but I'll get over it. I don't want no more drama. I just want to let it be a peaceful break and just get over it. Yes, sir.
Your hotel room?
Yes, this is my hotel room. I have the receipt in my wallet. Yeah.
Now, after Wyatt got the cops called on him by a viewer, Wyatt became very paranoid that some of his followers would continue to try and get him wrapped up with the law. So what Wyatt decided to do is start privating all of his accounts in hopes that no one else online would come to understand what Wyatt is trying to hide. And just when Wyatt thought he was in the clear, on one of his next live streams, he ended up getting recognized in real life by what seemed to be a concerned mother who had also seen the video of him putting his hands on Stephanie. Luckily for us, this whole entire conversation was caught on camera, as you can see here.
I'm only going to say this once to you. I watch you on TikTok every day. You abuse her or this animal in any way,
Who are you?
I will go to the next step.
Who are you?
My name.
I ain't never touched my wife, so who are you to come up to
I've
me
got
like?
videos.
Yeah, probably
Keep
people
your
are.
hands to yourself.
I haven't
man.
even touched anybody,
Bullshit.
Ma'am, can you please
And
leave?
you kicking the dog?
I ain't even touched the
can't
dog.
kick the
Stop
dog.
harassing me,
I'm
lady.
not harassing you. I'm warning you.
Warning me
Keep
for
your
what?
hands to yourself.
I haven't even touched nobody.
Bullshit, I've got a video.
Video.
Shall we call the cops?
Call the cops.
You want
I
me to
ain't
show
doing
'em?
nothing.
You want me to show them?
I ain't doing nothing.
When you were in Red Roof? Yes.
Oh, what you got?
put your hands on
You got physical proof that I did anything? All
got a video.
it shows is it's talking about it.
No,
It does. Yes,
I
it
got
does.
videos.
Okay.
So I'm telling you right now,
Okay.
keep your hands to yourself.
Okay. Whatever.
Defenseless Stephanie and defenseless dog does not need you to put your hands on.
I haven't even put my hand on nobody.
Bullshit.
Leave me
Only
alone,
telling you
lady.
that. I'm
Leave
telling
me
you that.
alone.
Fair warning.
Leave me alone.
You don't know what you're fucking with.
You don't know who you're messing with.
Really?
I haven't even done nothing.
Really, I'm not Stephanie. Jump bad then.
I'm not jumping at you. You're literally harassing me. I was minding my own business.
Jump bad then. Jump bad.
Why are you harassing me? So you're
bad,
video
then.
recording me. You're
You
video.
betcha. You betcha.
Okay, good. Because
You betcha.
good. Okay. Okay.
You're real tough, aren't you?
I didn't even do anything, ma'am.
I got video.
Okay, video of what?
I'm gonna call the
I'm calling the cops because you're harassing me.
So do all the awareness pages.
Okay? Good.
Now, after Wyatt was exposed in public by that absolute angel of a lady, Wyatt would only live stream on one of his private accounts that I actually managed to secretly infiltrate. Unfortunately, there's no videos on the account because Wyatt would only use it to go live, but there were a few occasions when I got the notification for his stream, and I happened to have 3 to 5 minutes to see what he was up to, and it's safe to say that still to this day, nothing has changed, other than the fact that as Wyatt's name becomes more popular on TikTok, he gains more and more haters in the process, or at least people that disapprove of him and want him off of the platform. But as of me making this video on July 6th, 2025, I went to check on Wyatt's account to see if there were any updates, but his page was actually banned by TikTok, and I don't think that Wyatt Shadows will be on that platform anytime soon, which happens to be an oddly satisfying end to today's story. You see, Wyatt's story is an example of how unchecked anger can lead to a plethora of different issues, especially when that anger enters directly through the doors of a relationship. At the end of the day, I think TikTok made a great decision in getting rid of his account, but it also sucks to know that this is probably the worst consequence that Wyatt is going to face. And I'm not saying that in a way of wishing anything bad on him, but I can assure you that losing a single TikTok account isn't enough to teach a man a lesson. And I truly hope that Stephanie can get herself out of this situation, because it's obviously not good for either of them. But that's about all I have for you guys in terms of TikTok's homeless wife beater, Wyatt Shadows. Make sure to let me know in the comments below what you think about Wyatt's story and if there's any information I left out. Also, before I go, I do want to give y'all a small update on my other YouTube endeavors. Like I said earlier, my gaming YouTube channel is in the abyss of YouTube hackers, and it's likely we'll never see that channel again. So I went ahead and made a new channel where I'm posting all of my gaming content. I also dropped my very first video on my new War Story channel, showcasing what my great-grandfather went through as an Army Ranger during the D-Day operation in Normandy. So if any of that interests you, I'll throw the links to both of those channels in the description below. As always, thank you so much for making me a part of your day, and God bless.